Hello, my beautiful kings and queens. I, sorry, I was just eating candy. I was eating some of my kids' candy. And, okay, but anyways, you have to understand that if you don't already, just how rare you are. Very sensitive, kind hearted people are very, very hard to come by. You are very, very rare. Therefore, when you come across like a community like mine or anybody else's, and if you're watching this like on YouTube, I would suggest that you like and subscribe, or if you're watching this on TikTok, because those are two platforms I'm on right now, to follow. The reason why I say that is not because I know it sounds so cliche to like, subscribe, and follow. Like no, not. I don't need you to. I'm not saying it because of that. I'm saying it because we're very rare. When you go on these social media platforms, it's a lot of things that are within the matrix that aren't really aren't really connecting with your soul. Everything that you find on social media is very surface level and it's not resonating with your soul. You need to start putting yourself in those type of environments and join those type of communities, no matter how big or how small. Just like myself, I'm just starting out. However, those few people that have subscribed or followed, that's another human being behind that. That's not just a number. It's not just something that is not just a subscriber or a follower. These are human beings. These are other souls that want to be a part of this type of community. And I urge you to join this as well. Truly start reflecting on what's your environment. What do you do every day? Like your everyday life makes up of who you are. You may think like, oh, it's like it's not really a habit. Like, no, this literally is who you are every day in and day out. And again, we're rare. We have to come together. Like our lights alone, because we're so rare, we're so full of that love, we're very kind-hearted people, we have a lot of empathy. Our light is humongous on its own. Imagine when we come together. That's gonna blind some people. We could go blind the hell out of people with our love and our kindness, with our true, authentic ways, just who we are. We truly want what is authentic. We can truly change the world. Like literally, we can be those leaders. We can change the world when we come together. It is possible. You've seen it in history. You've seen people do it before. Why can't you? Why? Because maybe there was a parent or a loved one or somebody that was close to you that you grew up with for a long time, or maybe there was a teacher or a coach that was jealous of you because they saw your natural light and they saw your authenticity within you, and they took advantage of your kindness and your empathy. They just took advantage of that, and they shot you down every time that you started feeling yourself a little bit, even though you really weren't. Like you weren't like feeling yourself like that. I just saw 420 on the timer. Now 420 is, to me, is the old me. Of course, that used to mean, you guys know, you guys are adults. You know what that is. But I have been seeing it a lot lately, and I'm like, okay, that's not a part of my life anymore. So I know that that is something else. The fact that I keep seeing that is a huge sign. But anyways, I'm getting off track. What was I talking about? Okay, yeah. Okay, so we are there. We can truly come together and we can truly change the world. So those people that try to manipulate us and bring us down, they were only doing it because our light that we didn't even notice within ourselves was irritating them, because they're not able to reflect and do that honest, deep healing work, because they don't want to have to be honest with themselves. They rather just pretend and pull the mask over and just act like, oh, everything's fine with me. Like there's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfectly fine the way I am. When they really know deep down inside, like you're not though. And we're not here for that. We're here to be completely honest with ourselves, because we're truth seekers. We want the truth. We want what is real and what can truly be the best. Like we know it's possible. We've tried to manifest this thing and do this thing and try to get somebody else to truly see our worth, but they don't, because they were in your life for a reason, to help you wake up. So us coming together is extremely powerful. Like like I don't want to say next level, but seriously, like it is, like it is. It just it is. It is what it is. Like it truly is next level. It's just something else that you're like, you like to into another person that doesn't have our light. And I got to get better. I got to start healing that within me, because when I say stuff like that, because we want everybody to feel included, but I don't want somebody else to feel like, oh, well, I'm less than because I don't think this, or you, or maybe thinking that somebody else thinks that I think other people who don't have these spiritual gifts are less than, and I absolutely don't. We, at the end of the day, no matter what, okay, no matter what, we're all one at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter. Like nobody's better than anybody. We're all on the same playing field. We just have different roles here, and some of us have a purpose here on earth while we're going through, while the earth is going through what it is right now, while we're going through this shift. So joining a community is very empowering, not only because of our lights are just so grand, but because those few people, those haters, those manipulators, those narcissists, those just all of that, those toxic people, they will at any point, at any chance that they get, they will crush you. They will force you to try to play small. They will make you feel guilty for stepping into your light, into your trueness. And so this journey can be very, very lonely. We can feel like we don't have support. Like, yes, we have source, the universe, we have our ancestors, and that's great and that's amazing, but we're still human at the end of the day. In our human selves, we long for that connection. We want other people that we can resonate with. We want those other people that can be like, hey, like, even if I can't say I completely know what you're going through, but at least my emotional intelligence is high enough to say, look, like, I don't get it, but I can understand it. Okay. I can show you sympathy and say, I'm sorry for this, or whatever it is, and push you to go along. 'Cause a lot of us, we need that, especially when we go through spiritual awakenings. You go through this phase of where you're not so like push, go, go, go. You calm down, because that is coming from the ego. When you're like, I need to force something, I need to just go super hard so I can have this reality, and I can make this certain amount of money, or I can get these promotions at a job. Like when you go through spiritual awakening, the ego quiets down. And so your ego is no longer trying to force things to happen. You are comfortable and just know, like, things are going to work out the way they're supposed to work out. I don't have to force it. I can truly just be my authentic self. I don't have to do anything. But because we are in this world and we're coming from like the matrix into spirituality, that pull during that sacred pause can be confusing, because you're like, one side, I feel like I should be doing this, but something inside of me is just telling me like to just go with the flow. And so when you join a community like this, or anywhere, you're like, you can speak to other people that have, maybe they have the answers, maybe they don't have the answers, maybe they can just give you their advice. And just that, even if it's wrong, right, or you don't even agree with it, just somebody simply taking their time to say, I understand, and they speak to you and they can give you advice, can do so much good. After those other people have tried to crush your soul, somebody who's willing to give you any type of advice, whether it's wrong, right, whatever, you're just like, I take it. Like, I will take whatever I want. And we need that support along these journeys, because the things that we came here to do are, again, next level. The things that we came here to do are amazing. You're going to shock yourself. You're like, wow, like I did that? Like, there's going to be certain things you're going to be doing. You're like, wow, like, I really just did that without even really thinking. I just did it. That's because your soul knows what you came here to do. You're starting to open up. You're really starting to allow that spiritual awakening to, no matter how many years you may have had your first spiritual awakening, because we have many, no matter how many years it's been, you're like, wow, okay, these things are really starting to just sit with me and resonate with me, and I feel calm. I feel at peace. No matter what's going on around me, no matter what the news says, I just feel at peace. So I was just bringing you this message because I wanted you to really understand the power of community. And until next time, I love you, and the universe loves you.